Good afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Miss Hopkins, and I'm a first grade teacher at Dogwood Elementary School. Thank you for joining us at Knox County at Home. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about science. This is week 6. If you need to find the materials for this activity, simply go to the Knox County Schools website, click on the Student Resource tab, and then look inside week 6 packet. If you can't do that and you want to pick up some handouts, just go to any meal distribution site between 10 and 12 p.m. Are you ready to get started? What are we going to think about or learn about today? Today, we're going to think about the life cycle of a plant. We're going to discuss the different stages that a plant goes through, and we're going to answer a big question. It's kind of a mystery question. Is a bean a seed? Let's stop right here and make a prediction. Do you think a bean is a seed? What do I know about beans? I know I like to eat beans. I especially like green beans. I know that I don't like pinto beans very much. And I know that Jack used some magic beans in Jack and the Beanstalk to grow a great big beanstalk. But I don't know if a bean is a real seed. I'm going to get my brain warmed up and we're going to tackle this question together. Are you ready? To warm my brain up, especially when I'm thinking about plants, I like to sing the plant song. The plant song is really cute, but I don't like to sing it all by myself. So, you have to sing along with me. I'm going to sing and you're going to sing, and we're going to remember all that we know about the different parts of a plant and their function. But wait a minute. I haven't used the word function in a long time. What does function mean? Oh, function means what something does. So we're going to learn or remember the parts of a plant and what each part does or what its function is. Are you ready? Now, again, I'm not going to sing by myself. I'm going to be listening, so sing with me. It's got a catchy beat. You'll like it. I'm gonna tell you all about the plants and all the parts and how they grow. Now just sit right down and enjoy this song. Your lesson starts right now and here we go. There's a root that absorbs the water. It helps the plant to stand tall. The root forms a stem and the stem supports the plant. Oh, it sends nutrients to them all. And then there's leaves, so important. The leaves capture all the sun. They make their food to form a flower. Oh, now all the plants can reproduce. Wow, the parts of a plant are very important. You've got roots that absorb things, nutrients out of the soil. The roots then form a stem, and the stem helps the plant stand up really tall. Then you've got some leaves, and the leaves are important for gathering oxygen out of the air and sunlight. And then you've got the flowers or the buds that help the adult plant reproduce. Now that we've been thinking about the parts of a plant, let's start thinking about how the plant changes and grows. Where would be a good place to go observe some plants changing and growing? You're right! It's spring in Tennessee. We could go right outside and see all the plants changing and growing. I have a great little video clip too of plants changing and growing. Let's watch it and then take a walk. That plant is beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen a plant like that before. I wonder what parts those are. Oh. Wow. That is a beautiful plant. Those are fiddle ferns. I have those in my yard. There are a lot of things changing and growing outside. Why don't we pause our video and take a walk? See if your mom and dad will go with you and make sure that you have permission. I'll wait right here, and when you come back, tell me some of the things that you noticed changing and growing in your yard. Ah, good, you're back. You smell like sunshine and fresh air. What did you notice in your yard? How are the plants outside changing and growing? Did you see some small plants? Did you see trees? Did you think about how the trees changed just a few weeks ago? The trees in my yard didn't have any leaves on them, and now they're bright and green. Just a few weeks ago, the grass in my yard was teeny tiny, and now I have to mow. So obviously all the plants in our yard are changing and growing. What do you call it when a living thing changes and grows? It's called a life cycle. A life cycle shows us how living things grow, how living things live, and how they die. Some plants will start as a seed, and that seed will grow as it gets water and nutrients from the soil. A young plant is called a seedling. The seedling will grow and become an adult plant. The adult plant will make seeds, and the cycle will go on and on and on. Life cycles tell us how living things grow, live, and die. You learned a lot about a life cycle of a plant, didn't you? I bet you remembered all kinds of things. I have a task for you. I want you to make me, and I'll make one, a scientific drawing of the life cycle of a plant. Now, we're going to be making scientific drawings, so we're not going to draw things like rainbows and unicorns. Nope. I want to share what I'm thinking, share actual scientific information. So my drawing is going to need labels. I love using arrows to show things. And my drawing is going to have very clean, simple lines that are easy to understand. I wonder what I'm going to draw first in my life cycle. I'm probably going to start with a seed because that seems to be where it started. Then, what does the seed need to survive, and how can I draw that? What will come after the seed? And then after that, what will happen? And how can I draw arrows to show that it just goes on and on and on? Pause right here and go draw your picture, and then come back and we'll share and compare our answers. I'm glad you're back. Did you have fun drawing? Here's my picture. Notice, I didn't use a lot of colors. I really didn't use any color at all. I just used one. And in my picture, I drew a seed, and my seed has an arrow showing what happens as this seed gets nutrients from the soil. I also used some wavy lines to show the air. I drew the sun, but it's not a smiley face sun, it's a sun. And I drew some water falling out of the sky. I know the sun doesn't normally shine and rain at the same time, but I wanted to show you that a seed needs some sun, some water, and nutrients to grow. Then I drew arrows to show how my seed became a tiny plant or a seedling. Then, from the seedling, it became an adult plant, and I labeled it. Then I used another arrow to show that it goes all the way back to being a seed, because adult plants produce seeds, and the cycle starts over and over again. How is your picture like mine? Why don't you take a picture and tweet me at KCS Science? Then we can share pictures. Now, you guys have done a great job. You sang a song and remembered the parts and the functions of a plant. Then we reviewed the life cycle of a plant, so I think we're ready for the experiment. Do you remember the big question? The big question is a bean a seed? I found these beans in my cupboard or my cabinet. These are pinto beans. I don't like to eat them, so I thought I'd use them for the experiment. Is a bean a seed? Make a prediction. What do you think? We talked about it earlier. I'm still not sure a bean is a seed, and I'm still not sure that a bean is not a seed, so I'm ready for the experiment. You're going to need some beans. Any kind will do. I use pinto beans because I don't really like them. You're going to need some paper towels. Simple paper towels will work. Only one or two. A Ziploc sandwich bag, and your recording sheet. Now that you have all of your stuff, here's what you're going to do to start the experiment. First, we're going to put our beans on a paper towel. Then we're going to roll our paper towel up. Not too tight, but not too loose either. And then we're going to wet it. When our paper bag is wet, we're going to put it, our paper towel is wet, we're going to put it in our Ziploc baggie, seal it up a little bit, and put it somewhere warm. I taped mine to the window. Now, there's a fourth step, but here's the thing. You can't do it every day. You have to wait and observe to see what happens to the bean. Now, if you can do this, pause right here and go get started. If you can't, it's okay because we're going to do it right here together in the video. Now, I got my data sheet and I have a calendar to show me that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of days to see if a bean is a seed. On the first day, I drew a picture. And as you can see, my bean is just a bean in a bag. Nothing really happened. I got excited thinking, tomorrow something will happen. But on day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5, my bean just looked like a bean in a bag. I recorded this because nothing had changed. However, on day 6, when I got up and I went to check my bean, something had changed. Do you see? My bean had a little green thing growing. I didn't know what it was, but it was pretty cool. So I recorded that on my observation sheet. And I got really excited because I thought, my bean is changing. But nothing happened on day 7. Day 8, I began to see even more changes. If you look really close, you can see what looks like tiny parts of a plant on my bean. By day 10, wow, my bean had changed. My bean had grown roots. My bean had grown a stem. And my bean had grown leaves. So, to answer the question, is a bean a seed? I would have to say yes. A bean is a seed because it grew and it changed into a seedling and then into a young plant. I bet if I planted that in my yard or my garden, I could grow more beans. Who knew? A bean is really a seed. Now, if you liked our activity and you really want to learn some more about the life cycle of a plant, you can click on the links below and listen to a couple of great stories. One is called One Bean, and it's about a little boy and a little girl who do pretty much the same thing that you and I just did. And the other one is called Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, one of these stories is real, and one of these stories is make-believe. Which one do you think is make-believe? Which story will be your favorite? Read both of the stories and tweet me at KCS Science and tell me what you think.